What's up, ladies and gents? In this video, I'm about to show you everything you need to know about the Reveno clutch. How durable, how different, and how absolutely freaking light these things are. This is the best of the best clutch you can put into your GY6, and I'm going to show you why. We took a 232cc GY6 engine, the Mac Daddy of them all. We ran this clutch for over a year, ripping and roaring, and we're tearing it apart in this live video that was recorded earlier and cut down for you guys. This is the tell-all. I'm going to tell you and show you everything you need to know about the Reveno clutch. So buckle in and let's go live.
We're here live in the studio of freaking Rollin' Wrench. Oh yeah. Let's see what just a stock, your everyday standard GY6 clutch weighs. So plop her on there. Let's write that down. All right, so let's do this. We got stock. See, 2,998 grams. Okay, so here's my Reveno that I have on the 232 ruckus. But if you notice, I have an aluminum pulley back there. So I really want to know what, because this is aluminum pulley, and then we're going to test an NCY pulley. Let's see the difference, because the goal is you want it to be lighter. Okay. Oh, and by the way, little trick of the trade. You notice this this pulley on the belt? But if I move up, you see how flush it is to the end of the pulley? That's what you want. That's an 842/2030. Normally we run the 835, but now I'm recommending the 842/2030. All right, so there's the Reveno. Let's see if I can pull that in there like that. Okay. Oh, and I could show you guys also what a 232 clutch looks like after a year of hard riding. I could show you that. I was going to do a video like that offline. We could do that here tonight if you want. But let's measure this really quick. Okay. So what were we at? We had our stock clutch at 2,998 grams stock. That's a TFC lightened aluminum pulley. Super fancy with the Reveno clutch and the bell on it, okay? So let's zero this out. Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, what do we got? 2232. So super light. Let's call it the super light. 766 grams lighter. Like for reference, let's see how much this heavy thing here weighs. So that's 783 grams. So basically it's like running your clutch without this heavy, huge bell, which is pretty damn heavy, as you can see. Which the little trick to not scratching this guy is put a rag over it. There we go. This is our Reveno with the lightened pulley GY6. And then this is our NCY GY6. This is a performance pulley as well, but if you notice it's made of steel instead of aluminum like this guy, or forged aluminum. This one's a much better one. So I need to loosen that, but I don't want to mess it up the finish. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a spring under here. When I loosen this thing's gonna fling up. I gotta be careful. There is an easier way to do this, and that's actually on the ground where I'm gonna do it, so I don't spring up. So we'll do that, and the trick there is just put your feet there. Oh, we gotta take this thing off. Put your feet here, do the pigeon toe. Okay. The question is, we actually don't need to put the whole clutch on. All we got to do is know how much heavier this guy is compared to the other guy. That guy weighs 841 grams, that pulley does. And then this guy, I'd take this off so we have an equal weight. Make sure it's zeroed. Quite a bit less. 1,059. 218 gram difference. Reveno with the TFC 766 grams lighter, and Reveno with NCY 548 grams lighter. So that is huge difference. So I've heard a few rumors going around saying that the Reveno clutches do not last. False. False. Sold a lot of clutches, not very many rebuild kits. Like 1% of the Reveno products I've sold are rebuild kits. And I know for a fact how I ride my 232. As long as you have a tuned CVT, properly tuned CVT, and you're not doing burnouts and being crazy, that clutch will last. Let me grab that so I can show you what a 232 clutch looks like after a year and a half of riding. So here's a plate. There's a little bit of scoring, but keep in mind, this is the clutch that they gave to me for free to review. So I did abuse this. The clutch plates are really good. You don't see any glazing or anything like that. See these little grooves on the Reveno clutch? That's kind of like tire tread on a car or tires. You've got the tread. There's plenty of tread there. We're good. Again, barely any scoring. Me hot rodding it. This clutch definitely didn't need to be replaced. And then there's another clutch plate. So that's what a clutch looks like after a year and a half of riding a 232cc Honda Ruckus, hot rodding it. In case you didn't know, we are the United States distributor for Reveno. So I'm very, very proud of it. And if you don't know about a Reveno clutch, let me explain the difference here. So the way that the standard clutch works, as this spins, centrifugal force kicks these pads outwards like that. And as they kick out, see this bell? This is spinning as well. And it'll grab. And once it grabs, the pulley starts turning like that. That's the way a standard clutch works. Now a Reveno, if you know how a Variator works, if you notice back in there, you'll see rollers. There's little rollers in a ramp. It's just like a Variator. So as this spins, the rollers roll out, and these rollers, instead of tuning with springs, spring pressure decides when these are going to kick out. On these, it's weight, just like a Variator, decides when these roll up the ramp, and when they roll up the ramp, it squeezes these pads down and locks them in place. So this is how a motorcycle clutch works, and this has been adapted to a scooter, basically. So it's a really cool technology. One thing, though, is you do get a little bit of a rattle. It sounds something like this, and that's because it's a dry clutch. So if you don't like that, then that could be a problem. I don't know if you noticed the Variator that was on there. Those are our prototype test Variators. Remember I showed you how the belt was riding real high up there, doing a ton of testing and things like that? I can tell you right now that we're comparing the Reveno Variator up against the NCY Variator. It's going to be a huge, huge upgrade. Promise that. All right, so does everybody understand how this works, all that? Oh, and one more thing. If you're doing a Reveno, very, very important to do the Reveno contra spring on a GY6. This is the 8% contra spring. This is the one that they recommend. Do we have any Zuma 125 riders in here? That's the question. Do we have any Zuma guys in here? I haven't marketed that Reveno clutch yet. I would like to do that. We have Reveno clutches for the Minrelli, which is like the Zuma engine. We've got clutches for it's also the Minrelli engine and the Genuine Buddy. And then we've got Reveno clutches for all the Dio motors, the 2T Honda motors. And we've got the Yamaha Zuma 50F, that's the 4-stroke model, and the C3. All of those we have Reveno clutches for. And we also have clutches for the Zuma 125 and the Honda PCX. Oh, and the ADV as well. So this is the Reveno contra spring for the BWS, which is like the European and the Canadian model. And the Zuma. This is the clutch for the Yamaha Zuma 125. Pretty sweet. And then you would use that. It comes with a sticker, of course. And then these guys, this guy right here goes up underneath the clutch like that. So you would unbolt your original clutch off the pulley, and then you would install this sucker. And you got see, that's a 12% spring. And then that goes like that onto your pulley for your Zuma 125. And there you go. That's our Zuma 125 Reveno clutch. And then, to be honest with you, the PCX clutch is the same clutch as the 2.0 GY6 clutch. So that's cool. Does anybody own a Reveno clutch in here? And if you do, tell me your experience on it. Yep, it works on a pre-bug as well. Yes, that will work, which is super sweet. Basically, I have clutches for anything that's in the US, any scooter in the US, other than like the bigger scooters, like the 250s and stuff like that.